Hello everybody, it's Thursday evening. I've managed to get down to the pot. I'm only here for about half an hour. It's amazing. I've been away for a couple of days and everything is just shot up. There's colour, it's absolutely amazing. I'll show you outside in a second. Just to go through here, you can see I've got the lights on. So everything is just flying here. So as you can see here, I've got sweet corns up. We've got new stuff coming up here. I'll give you just a quick show around the greenhouse here because I've got the garden to show as well. I'll show you everything really slowly sorted out. But the radishes popped up there, it's going crazy. Croissants at the back, just the heat, it's just been absolutely nuts. Them croissants here are just shooting up. I'm going to have to stop them. When I say stop, I mean nip the tops off. Onions and leeks and everything's all just absolutely flying away there. I'll have to make some space in here. This sweet corn's going nuts. These CSX leeks, they're starting to fill up now as well. The giant sunflower, that's I potted on last week. That's getting pretty tall. The peas I've got down the bottom here, spare peas there. They're up, they're away. They're just getting left on the floor where it's nice and cool. I'm amazed. I've just noticed there as well. I've got flowers on my strawberry baskets. So I know that Geoff did a little video the other day regards to these, and that's the first lot of strawberry flowers I've seen. So I'm gonna get these watered in and try to move some stuff out of the way here. I'm absolutely amazed. Everything's coming on fantastic. Luckily I've got my grandhouse come down and watered all of these. I'm going to fill all the water butts and everything for preparation coming down. The fire's been off due to the temperatures in here today, and for the temperature wise I'll show you with my new little tiny gadget tool here. Just go past the jungle of flowers. So the maximum temperature has been 35.1 degrees and the lowest has been 8.5. Now that's fine, that's great, that's alright. I've not needed the fire on the past couple of days just to keep it warm because it's been warm enough. So we'll just go out here. I haven't checked nothing in here yet. I haven't even looked at anything in here yet. So let's see. It's a bit of a surprise for me too. So we've got what's these ones? We've got the chilies. Like I mentioned, I didn't think these were going to pop up, but I'm so pleased to have. There's a few of them popped up. I need to get them potted on. These jalapenos, they've popped up now as well. So the first batch has popped up, second batch has popped up, as of these de Cayenne. There's nothing from these Caribbean Atlantis, which I won on Life at the Allotment. There's nothing on them yet. I've only got like a few seeds in there, so I don't think they will come or anything. I think it was just because we are stored the packet. Oh, hello. This is great. This is good news. Now these are Cavendish tomatoes that I saved from last year. Now that's the first batch, so I need to get a second batch put in. I'm pleased about them. They'll be up. These are some of the lads from next doors that I've put in, so we're just still waiting for them to come up yet. There's still a little bit of time for them to come through. Aha, here we go. So we've got some movement here on the peppers as well. So that's a good sign. Yeah, that's a good sign. Marvellous, fantastic. And also some, oh, there we go, there's another more good news as well. So the long spag that I won on, once again, Life at the Allotment. If you haven't checked out the Facebook page, do so. Lee Herrington does an absolutely fantastic job on there. Now I got these off from there. These are Seb's long chili, long spag, and I've also got some poblano there as well, which haven't yet come up, but hopefully they will come up. These are pumpkins at the top here. So the three that I put in, I've managed to get two of them up so far. That's absolutely great. They're moving on these dahlias as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So this one was, I'll just have a see here, of course, dahlia, deep red. So this is a deep red one. Now I don't know the names, so I'll just make sure I read the colour, so when I put them in this year, they'll be all right. This one here, my favourite, which is like a duet. It's red and white. The big one that's on the display picture, it's stuck in there, so there is some roots developing. So hopefully that'll start shooting out some growth as well. Right, so for the big reveal for outside. So as you know, I put a lot of spring flowers in for come up under the orchard and stuff like that, because I like to have a nice display in the orchard. I did last year, so this year is like 3 times as much plants. I've got the spring bulbs and everything. So we'll just show you outside and see what they look like, because I think they look lovely and it smells lovely as well with all the hyacinths as well. So Look at that. That's fantastic. As soon as I walk up the greenhouse, all I can smell is hyacinth. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. These daffodils are lovely as well. These are second year daffodils. We've got, like I say, more hyacinths in these buckets here, and these are the daffodils that's come through. They look lovely, them. They do. I'm over the moon with these. I'm over the moon. These are the black parrot tulips. They're coming through there now. They're starting to poke their head up. There's a few of them. Look forward to seeing them. Sweet peas down there. They'll start chasing up. So yeah. Anyways, underneath here. So we've got some more daffs there. The tulips. Them white ones will be the first ones up, so they'll be the first ones to leave. We've got the buckets there as well. I'm not going to get too close, but there's some lovely ones here. So these are the spring buckets with the different ones in. So next to come up will be the tulips as well. It's the height I say, there's absolutely loads of hyacinths there. Looks absolutely lovely. All of these tulips now as well are up. Absolutely fantastic. More daffodils from the first year. These are the bulbs, of course. Again, I've still got another hyacinth there coming up, so there's more hyacinths to come up. The apple trees are starting developing buds as well. Oh, great. So zoom in there. There we go. You see, there's no budding on them. There's no flowers on them yet, but it's nice to see. Because these, somebody mentioned the other day that these are Anomes, I think that's what they are, A-N-O-M-E-S. But I'll be keeping them in. I mean, honestly, God, I wish you could smell this. It smells absolutely lovely down here. So these are all the ones from last year, the tulips. So these are all from last year, but these ones are from this year. So got some red ones and some yellow ones, and I don't even know what they're called. I just remember putting them in. Across there, just past the garlic, you can see there's more. Another bucket there, and there's some more daffs coming down here as well. It's a lovely display in here. I can't wait to get the sun to come out and get a nice photograph of all this. This rosebud bush is starting to get more shoots on, but at the moment I'm really happy with how this has turned out. Now I will just be putting more and more flowers in here, and when the time comes I'll dig them out and separate them and move them along and stuff like that. But look at that, for a colour. Not for colour, that's absolutely great. But that's all I'm going to show you for the time being, because I'm planning on coming down here tomorrow night. I'm planning on coming down here tomorrow night to get some digging and stuff done. So just to keep everything nice and short, we'll get stuff sorted out. The long raisin grass you've probably seen in the background there has come shot right up, so that needs chopped down and dug in, so I need to get that done ASAP as well. But at the moment, last thing I'm going to show you before I shoot off, I've actually been over to Dave's allotment, Blue Star Dave, over on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to him or had a check these videos out, highly recommend you go over there. He's the guy I first started watching on here. He's an absolutely top bloke, really canny. He's gladly given me some comfrey, so now I've got my own comfrey, so I can start my own comfrey juice and things like that, which is in this bag here. So I'll just be I'll be putting some of these in, and I'll show you when I put them in, and show you how to go about with them as well. So I'm just going to pop these in some compost at the moment, just to keep them going until I come back in. Then I'm going to I've got some more good news, some more good things to show about, tell you about tomorrow as well, including the sunflowers, and the new watermelon challenge, which I'll tell you about tomorrow. So as of me from today, see, I'm absolutely over the moon with the way them flowers have come out. It really puts it in perspective all the times and effort that you put in beforehand to get a little display like that. It's great. Right, so I'm going to shoot off now, so I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Hello everybody. It's Friday, I've just finished work, so I've come down to the allotment. I've got an hour and a half to get things what I want to get done. Can't do no digging or anything like that, even though I know it's dry. I haven't got the right attire on, I'm still dressed for work. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get the brassicas and everything potted on that I can get potted on. And I'm also going to get something else set away, which I'll tell you about just very shortly. So I'm going to get myself prepared, I'm going to get myself sorted. Sun's still out, sun protection's going to be on. And I'm going to get sorted out with the potting on of things. So I'll get these sorted out and I'll see you in a little while. So all I'm doing here is, I've got my pots here, my trays. As you can see, I've got some nice cabbage here. So these are the Ormskirk, the ones I put in the start off with. So these are going to get potted on now. So I'm going to do 10 Ormskirk. I've got them set here, so I'm going to 10 here, and I'll count them down to see how many more I get. So I'll fill a few trays up, and if there's any stragglers, I'll just pop them on into, possibly into these. So we've got a nice even number, so we've got everything nice and sorted out as well. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to tip this upside down. I can see the roots in the bottom of this little cup here as well. Get that tap out. You can see the root system on the bottom there, starting to come around the side. So I'm just going to break them away. There we go. Breaking my own rule here, breaking my own rule. So first leaves. So as you can see, a nice little root system on there. Pleased with them, good them. I've already made the holes, put it in, right down to the first set of true leaves. And we'll have soaked these as well. So I've got the Q-Max compost mixed with vermiculite and perlite, and also the charge as well. Just focus on there we go, that's better. Sorry about that. So that's that. There's 2 of them done. Stick that in there, push it right down to the bottom, try not to break the roots. And that is the start. So I'm going to get these ones done. You can see that's them done. Now they will go from here direct into the ground. I'll not be popping these back up in anything else, so that's all they're getting. So these will be staying in this top greenhouse here. You can obviously get watered and everything up here. I'll probably might move my leeks into the middle greenhouse just so there's some space in the top here for all the things I'm potting on, because leeks are getting rather large, so I might have a little bit of an organiser, a little bit of shuffle around, but we'll see what happens tomorrow and Sunday. But for the moment, it's all potting on, potting on, potting on. I've got the ground to dig outside, and I've also got the grazing right to dig in stuff as well. So I'm going to get cracked on with this, and I'll show you it afterwards. Right, I've potted them on, I'll show you afterwards, but just to show you these ones here, I've got some cauliflower snowball. Now, I put these on the 27th of the 3rd, and of course they're shooting up there, so they're canny size now. Now these, I can't find the seed packet for them, so I must have used all of the seeds that I had left for them, so I will be potting every single one of these up. So what I've done is, just like I did with the other cabbages as well, which I'll show you, I'll show you. I've pre-watered them, so I water from the bottom. I've put my finger in, took my finger in, 2 down, 2 knuckles down. Then I've added some mycorrhizal fungi as well, some Max, which is of course this stuff here. Now the soil's already got charge added to it, and it's also got perlite and vermiculite inside as well, so it'll give it its best chance. Now just going through some of the potting on, these roots from the seeds are the best roots I've had. I remember last year I had tiny little root, just a tiny little root, and that was without breaking them as well. Whereas this year, I'll show you. So here I've got one. Now this is the cauliflower snowball. Now there's a decent root system on that for just being a small plant, so I'm happy with it. It's wrapping around the bottom as well, so I'll just take the excess off there, and like I say, all I'm doing here is just popping them in there, pushing it down, and put it in there like that, and that's that done. So yeah, I'm going to get cracked on with these because I haven't got much time left to do today. Then I'll be back tomorrow to finish off the rest. So I'll say goodbye before and show you them ones before I leave. Just quickly show you again. So with this snowball, now I've just taken this out of the pot, so as you can see, and if I spin it around in the bottom there, you can see, I know there's 3 plants in here, but that root system is really starting to push on and develop. So I'm happy with this. I'm happy with the way things have worked, and especially the stuff that I've added in as well. So I'm going to get these done, then I'm going to crack on the next bit. Hi guys, just before I show you in the middle greenhouse what I've done so far, because I need to head off now. I've still not finished potting up stuff yet, but anyways, next challenge. So me and Blue Star Dave were having a chat on Facebook page Life at the Allotment, along with because Lee Harrington put the admin of the page put a little post on regards to melons and watermelons and things. So Dave asked if anybody had actually been successful up in Newcastle, because he hasn't been successful, and I mentioned that I grew it last year. No, it didn't. It only got to a small melon size, but that's because I did it a little bit too late. But now's the perfect time to get mine in. So I'm going to get mine in now, and we've come up with the hashtag Watermelon Challenge. So hashtag Watermelon Challenge. So if you'd like to get involved, do like you're doing in the sunflower challenge. Just stick a little hashtag on, get some melons in, and show you how I'm going to go through mine now. Two different varieties of watermelon. Melon I'm going to do this year are Sugar Baby and Honeydew. Now I've just got normal standard Humax compost to start these off with. Nothing added in, no charge, no vermiculite, no perlite, nothing like that. So all I'm going to do is just push them in one by one, just a little bit. And there should be plenty there for me to go with. So even if one fails, I'm only going to grow probably a couple of each. And over the coming seasons, I'll show you how I pollinate it and things like that. Because with it growing in the greenhouse, which I will be growing mine in the greenhouse, when I find space as well, we'll need to hand pollinate these just to make sure that I definitely get fruit. I did that last time round and I did all right with it. So I'm just going to cover them up. There we go. A little bit more compost over the top. I'll give them a little drink, then that's all sorted out. So, just a little drink, and that's them in. So that's the hashtag Watermelon Challenge done. So I'm gonna get. I'll show you around the middle greenhouse once I put these away. Flowers. It smells lovely. So middle greenhouse, things are rocking away in here. These are the sunflowers from the hashtag Lost on the Plot Sunflower Challenge 2018. These are just the three of the giant single ones that I've got going. Now as you can see, that one is already starting to play catch up. The one in the middle here is the biggest one I've got. So I'm pretty pleased with them and the way they're going at the moment. I've got some smaller ones at home. Anyhow, giant cabbage I put it on. That's starting to come up all right. I've picked my 4 final contenders. Now I've got these 4. They're already starting to push on now as well. Muscle leeks, they're the ones that's in there. I've also got some movement on here as well. So as you can see, there's some movement on these dahlias. But here's what I've managed to get done so far in the past hour. So we've getting the Ormskirk cabbage. There's 10 Ormskirk cabbage. There's 10 greyhound cabbage potted up. I've got 10 kale potted up here, and I've also getting 5 broccoli that were ready potted up as well. Now we've bought cauliflower snowball, so there's 10 of them potted up. I do have some spares as well, and I've getting 10 normal standard all year round cauliflowers there as well, and I've got more of them to come. And I've got grey headed, I've got some purple headed stuff as well, which needs to get potted on as well, which I'll get done the next time I'm down here. But as of now, I've got to shoot off back home. I will be heading down to Sunderland tomorrow. I've got to go and see a lovely lady, Doreen, and I'll fill you in with what's happening over there, possibly tomorrow. So I'll catch you then.
Hello everyone, it's Saturday morning and it's Sky here, and I'm here with my dad. Just left Doreen's allotment. I'll tell you more about that later. And we're on our way to Geoff Foreman from On the Plot. We'll see you over there.
Hello everybody.
Hello.
Me and Sky's on our travels this morning. We've been down and seen Doreen. I mentioned yesterday. There's a couple of things down there. We're going to get a header tank and stuff like that, but I'll show you that when I get sorted out. To go on to something I still haven't told you about yet. I'll tell you about that when I get down tomorrow, possibly next week as well. So we're driving past Sunderland and we decided to call in to see Geoff Foreman. So there's Geoff there sitting in his garden.
Everybody.
This is Geoff from On The Plot.
From On The Plot.
If you didn't know, you probably know it because everybody knows Geoff now. I've mentioned him plenty of times. But if you head over to YouTube as well, he's on YouTube. He's fantastic.
It's a pleasure seeing him.
Certainly
Pleasure having a chat and all.
But sitting in Geoff's sun trap here in his back garden, just
It's
calling in.
so
It's like sitting in a little tropical paradise.
So hot.
It's fantastic. And Geoff's got his little greenhouse area as well.
Yes,
With all his potting on.
This is the little potting station before everything goes up to the plot.
He's coming on, Carly, since he's accident and all. So we're just calling in to say hello, and then we're heading back home to get sorted for the rest of the day. So see if I get back to the garden or not, because these ones have got little dancing shows and things this afternoon.
Get the kids sorted first, then.
So so quick update for the day, and I'll keep you informed what's happening for the rest of the weekend. Just before I leave Geoff's place,
I'm going to put raised beds in next year.
I'm gonna I'll just quickly show you Geoff's greenhouse really, because it's tidy and so neat.
The potting stage.
He's at the potting stage at the minute, and there's just so much stuff in here. So this is what I should be doing. I should be keeping everything nice and neat. You've got the trays to keep for the water from below, because Geoff likes the water from below.
Everything from below, yeah.
If you follow his channel, you'll be able to see that as well. But it's got tomatoes and the little cups and everything. This is who I got from the paint pots. Yeah. That's who I got the idea from the paint pots.
Yeah, great. Well, my chilies are only at that stage now, because I think that's a perfect stage.
Yeah, they're the chilies there. There's primrose. He's got all sorts in here.
But, it's all timing, isn't it? It's getting the timing right. Because we've got a long way to go yet. We've got till May before we start planting out.
There's a heat bench. And he's got
that's me heat bench.
Heat bench when it comes. He's got his electric in his garden as well. That's something I'll be looking at next year, because my heat bench idea hasn't really worked very well, so I'll be getting something like this sorted out. But I look forward to that. But my reading sky's going to shoot off.
All that's under there is just perlite.
That's alright.
And it's only a little heat mat.
That's right.
And it's perlite because I use it as a heat bed, and you get great heat from it.
Does the job, and I'll be looking.
Oh, it does the job.
I'll be picking his brains to get mine sorted. No, definitely, because I need to get mine done. It's all mine. Right, I'm going to shoot off, so I'll catch his back down the allotment. Hi guys, so I'm back at the garden now. I've been to the little girls' show. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to finish off mixing this compost mix. Now, this is just Max. I'm going to mix some charge and some perlite and vermiculite in, and I'm going to get cracked on with getting these collie purple head graffiti potted up, and I'm going to do it exactly the same way as what I did it yesterday, so I don't need to show you that again. I've just put the fire on because it's getting a bit nippy now. It's getting a bit cold in here. We're due a cold spell over the next week or so, so just be wary of that starting from Monday onwards. There's a few of the things next door I need potting on as well, but I'm going to get cracked on with this straight away. Right guys, so that's that done. I've potted on all of them purple-headed collies, so they're in the middle greenhouse now. I've still got a few spares kicking around here, which I'll do pot on when the last batch come through. So they're going to go back through there in the top greenhouse. Next job I'm going to get done is I've got these yellow bush chrysanthemums, the cuttings that I took from that. I've just got the second lot to be taken, the cuttings to be taken, so I'm going to get a couple more of them, set them away, then that's going to be that for them. But so I set these away. I can't remember when I set these away, but I'm going to pop them into these pots here. These are, let's have a look, so I can get any bearings on it. It looks like I haven't got no markings on them inside or out. No, I'm going to pop them into these size pots anyways. Just the same mix as what I use for potting up the other stuff. I'm going to fill them all up like that. Fill them up, then make a big hole, sprinkle some mycorrhizal fungi in. I've got my knife for lifting up, so let's see what we've got here. So we've got some rooting going on, champion, fantastic. So as you can see there, some nice little cutting, nice little rooting there. Dead straightforward, dead simple. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust us. So I'll stick that in there. And there's one done. So I'm going to get cracked on with the rest of them and see what else I can get done before I need to leave. So I'll see you in a little bit. Next task I'm going to get on with now is these giant onions, these heavy onions that I got off Harry. Now I believe these are Billy Lamb strain onions from what I was told today off Geoff, because I think he's got the same ones. But I've got these ones which need potting up, and I'm going to put them into these pots here, as the other ones are already potted up with the back there, as you can see, and they're just romping away. The biggest one I think I've got at the moment is this one here. It's nice and thick, and it's getting there, and I'm going to end up, let's see if I can get this lifted up. I don't know if there's anything there. You look at that, look at them roots coming at the bottom of there already. That's going to need potting on again for long, but I'll have a look at that once I get sorted out, just to see what the root system's like. I've still got these Peter Glazebrook onions. I'm going to try and get these going and keep them going as long as possible, and probably use these as seed for seed next time round. So I'm going to get cracked on putting these up, then I'm going to get I'll probably end up having to go home. So I'm going to get these sorted out. I'm going to put these on, then like I say, I'm going to go home. I'll be down here for a majority of the day tomorrow, so I'll update you and I'll give you a tour around tomorrow, save us having to do it a couple of times over. So I'm going to get these done, and I'll like I say again, I'll see you tomorrow. Hello, good morning. It's Sunday morning. I've been in the greenhouse in the back garden since around about 8 o'clock this morning. I've been potting on marigolds. I'll show you, and I've got something else to show you as well before I head down the allotment. So, as you can see, I've been very busy. I've been potting on the Marigold French Petite Mix, and I've also potted on the Orange Boy that I got, that had exactly the same sort of tray, and I did 2 packets, so I've already potted all of them on. So I've got here, there's 24 in each one, so there's 3 there, there's 2 there, there's another one at the top there, there's 10 at the back. There's them ones there as well. So I've been very busy potting all of them on. The previous marigolds that I've got in the back here, these are the red cherry ones. They're coming along fantastic at the back here. So yeah, I'm very happy with them. So the marigolds are coming along canny for the tomatoes. And also got the 4 I managed to save for the honeycomb ones as well. So they're coming on alright. Other than that, I've only got these ones. Oh, wait a minute, these ones at the back. They're the first lot of orange ones that I sowed that I did very poor germination. But as you see in there with the others that I've got, I think it's sorry to keep spinning you around. It's like where were they? These ones here. So I've gotten a fair few of these ones. So I've got them ones there, and I've also got the 3. Across your 3 parts. Okay, so I've got plenty of marigolds to go through and go from for home and the back garden. So yeah, I'm gonna head down to the garden now with little Kyle, because there's only me and him. I've run out of compost, so I'm not. That's the reason why I've left some in the pot up there. So I need to get some compost, which I can't do today because I don't have any transport. But the other thing I was going to show you was the dahlias. So of course I need to get all of these new cuttings sorted out, but the first batch of cuttings that I took, just lifted up here, the ones in the root rye cubes, lifted it up here, and you can see they've taken. Now, not very exciting to many people, but this is my first ever attempt at taking cuttings from dahlias. So there we have one new little plant. So we'll check another one. I've only checked that one, so I don't know what the other ones are like. Oh, there we go, just some little white bits there. The roots starting to come at the bottom there, so these will need potting on shortly. I'll let them air prune first from here, see if there's any more. No, not in that one quite yet. But yeah, fantastic the fact that the first lot are taken. So it means I'm not wasting my time. I've got the second batch there, which I'm not going to touch yet. Then of course I need to take all of the ones at the back there as well. So I've still got plenty to be getting on with in here, but I've run out of compost, so I'm going to get my stuff on, I'm going to sort it and go down to the garden. So I'll see you down there. Right, me and Kyle's down to the allotment. Say hello, Kyle. Say hi. Hello, Kyle, back again, eh?
Bye, Kyle.
So, no, not yet. We'll do bye, Kyle, later on, right? So I've brought the quality onions down. I've got the red mammoth improved, and I've got the normal mammoth improved there. So you can see they're coming away. I'm going to get these potted on. I'm going to put them in these jelly cups, just like I did with my brassicas and everything. So I'm going to get these filled up. I'm going to get as many of these done as I can. I've actually run out of compost, so, and I don't have a vehicle. So I've been kind of stuck with regards to, I didn't realise this was all I had left, and I didn't have any more. So I've, the lad next door is kindly giving us some. So I've got a bag here so I can get this potted on and done. Because, I don't know if you can hear or not, but it's starting to rain again. Which I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I was wanting to get in the garden and get everything dug over, and I was wanting to get the potatoes in as well, which I'll probably end up doing as well when I'm here, because I need to get them in, I need to get them done. I don't have any time for the day now anymore. So I'm going to get these potted on, then we'll go outside, I'm going to get the potatoes in, then see what else I can come up with. Right, so that's that done, that's them done. Now I've got the red ones done, now I've just got to go and do the white ones now. So I'm going to crack on with these ones now. Okay, so I've got some spares to go in. I've got some spare ones here, and I've got some spare red ones down at the bottom here as well. You can't just see them put on the top there, so I need to get them sorted out. But that's 20 improved mammoth white and 20 improved mammoth red onions sorted with the help of little Kyle here who's still digging. Next thing I need to do is I need to make some supports for these, and I'll show you how I'm going to go about doing these supports once I get everything set out and sorted. Okay, so supports for these onions, I'm just going to show you how I'm going to get sorting these out now. So these are what you're kind of looking for, things like this, just to support the flutes as they're going up. So how we go about making these is, I didn't realise, but it's just so dead simple. Another thing I found on Facebook. So I've got a cable of wire here. You can use, you can get it from Wilkinson's if needed. You're going to need a pair of snips, some sharp ones, and some pliers as well. Okay, so to start off with, you need to get a cut length of wire. So we've got a wire there, we need to straighten it out. So I've got that, and just curl around fingers for a hoop at the top. And then spin it around a couple of times. Use the pliers if you like, just to tighten it up. And stick that down like that. Pliers just to spin it around and tighten it on. And that is one done. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get another 20 of them made, another 40 of them made, and once you've made them once, put them away, and you'll reuse them for years and years and years. Okay, so I've got these are the mammoth improved. So as I showed you just before, I've got these all done now, so I've got enough to do these 20. I've done them a bit long, but that's on purpose. So I've just folded them over like that, and what I do is over the top of the flute, push it down, and there we'll have our first support. So let's say I've got about 20 of these, so I'm going to get cracked on. I've got another 20 to make. So just to go over the top of the flute, and like I say, all these are for, it's just a support. So I'm going to get cracked on with this and get these done and get the other 20 done, so I'll see you once I've done that. Mammoth improved, all done and dusted with the new supports, and mammoth improved red with all the new supports as well. So there's 20 in here, There's 20 in there, so I've got 40 quality onions to go with. See how these go along. The spares that I had, I've just put into deep pots like I have through here. So just like I have with them when my granddad's leek and the Ailsa Craig. All I've done here is I've just put them into pots, put them into clumps, and I'm just about to show you the difference between supporting them and not supporting them. So that's the reason why I'm making these little supporting rings today. So as you can see, the ones on the right I've got supported up, the ones on the left haven't. So the ones on the left are going to be searching for the light, so they're going to be moving constantly, and that root system is going to be disturbed, so it's not going to be a nice solid root, nice solid plant. But when you put them up and support them up, they'll be going straight up, so the plant can be nice and solid and firm at the bottom, and then it's not going to be like this way then that way, this way then that way. You're going to have a straight onion up, and the flag's going up the top as well. Anyways, that's what I think anyways. I mean, it looks a lot better as well with the supports on, and it makes more sense because the onion grows up over the flag. These flutes grow up instead of going sideways and down. So just like cabbages, for example. So if you don't straighten up the cabbage when they were young, they'll end up lying on the side and going up, and you end up getting it end up growing that way, then that way. Then when the head forms, it wobbles all over the place. So same principle with these. Keep them nice and straight, keep them firm, and you'll have no problems whatsoever. There's probably enough here to stick some of the top surface stuff onto this bed here on this side, so I'm going to do that, and I'll dig that in when the time comes, probably next week, sometime next week. But right, another job done, on to the next task. I was just having a look at these Ailsa Craig onions here, a closer look for them anyways, and I've noticed that we have aphids on the bottom. So what I've done is I've grabbed some of the rhubarb. I've grabbed some rhubarb from the bottom of the garden, rhubarb leaves. I've boiled that up into some water. I've let it simmer for about half an hour. Then removed the leaves, and I've got a concentrated juice. Just like Geoff does. Once again, got it from Geoff, the man himself. So what I've done with that is I'm going to mix that in with some water to weaken it down a bit. Then I'm going to spray these Ailsa Craig onions. So we'll see how that goes. I've just, like you just seen there, I've just cut that raisin grind down. I've still got some. I'm starting to run out of space again down the bottom as well. So the next task will be is to pop these Eastern Star chrysanthemums up. So I'm going to get on with that now. Okay, so these Eastern Stars, the chrysanthemum Eastern Stars, they're in hardy annual, so they'll only come once. Now it does say on the packet what I've just read, and I'm pleased I kept the packet because it's a handy tip for you. Always keep a hold of the packets and always read them. It states caution, skin irritant. So what I'll be doing with now is, for when I'm potting on and when I'm handling these, is I'll be wearing gloves. So I've got some gloves here. And I'm just going to separate these, one per pot. I've got a cell tray of 20 here, so cell tray of 20, I'm going to mix them up, just the usual mix. Some Humax with some vermiculite and some perlite in. And I'll just separate them off. trusty little tool here, my little spoon tool. So I've sewed them in rows. Once again, as it states on the packet as well, it stays on the packet sewn rows, but a lot of the stuff that need nipping out, I will start sewing in rows, just like good old Geoff. So if I can get it one out. There we go. So just put it in there. And that's one done. So I'm going to get on with these and get the rest of them done, and I'll catch you once I've done that. Well, time to go. I've just been called. It's lunchtime, so I'm off to shoot off. I'll do these ones when I come back down through the week. It's another task that we get done with. So, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I've been down to see Doreen. She actually had a fire, a full system already in place in our greenhouse. So I called down to see if it was of any use, but unfortunately the fire is too far gone. It's just fallen into pieces. But the pipes and the header tank will work fine. Thanks very much for Doreen's husband for sorting them out and bringing them down. No rush for them yet, like. It's a summer job. This whole thing's going to be a summer job. Now, as you already know, my fire that's in the greenhouse here, the water jacket went. It's no good whatsoever. I've been using it just as a normal fire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out. I'm going to pop this fire into the shed so I can use that through the winter months. Once I get the shed sorted out and tidied out, and I'll be able to sit in there. It'll be lovely. And get the new roof and everything put on there. I've got loads and loads of plans. So I'm going to get the fire out of here and I'm going to put it into the next door. So what am I doing here, might you ask? Well, I was on Facebook last week, a week and a half ago, and on one of the Facebook sites, I spotted a fire, a new one, and it was quite local as well. It was only up in Ashington, so I messaged the lad, Keith Rochester, and I went up to the allotment, and it turns out that unfortunately his granddad had a fire in the garden. Not just the fire itself, an actual fire. He'd had a mishap with the fire itself. So he just decided to get rid of it. So he wanted to sell it. He got himself a new one. So I went up and I got sorted out. And so I'll spin you around and I'll show you what I've managed to pick up. So here we go. So I picked myself up another fire. So that Franken fire that I had from my granddad is now gone. As I've not needed it, I've taken it back to my granddad's, so that can be used as a spare when the cut time comes. So I've getting the pipes, I've getting the fire and everything sorted out. So I just need to give it a good clean, get it all fixed up and sorted out, and get the rope sealing all back on. I've getting new glue and everything for it. The water tank works fine as well. So we've got the pipe fittings on this side. These sides have already been capped off, which is handy because it's going exactly the same place as what that one is. So this is all alright, so I just need to get this all tidied up and sorted out. That'll not take too long to do. Then I'll be able to get it in and get it working. A added bonus as well is, with this fire, I've managed to acquire the pipes that went with it. So the pipe fittings and everything are already still on. So I just need to make like a frame for this. So a nice big thick pipes there as well. I know it'll take longer to warm up and stuff, but there should be more heat given off of it. Now this will just be going straight into the header tank, and that's where Doreen comes in. So the tank that she's got, I'll be putting these pipes, either these pipes or the other pipes, straight into the header tank. And I know that these ones are long enough for it to go from the front there all the way to the back. But like I say, added bonus, it's got the connectors already on the end because it was only used up until recently. So I've got that to get. That's a summer job which I'll be getting sorted out. This one here will be going next door, like I mentioned. This side, the water jacket will be filled up with sand, and that'll just, all the top and everything and the sides will be getting put back on, and that'll be getting used as just a normal fire. So another job done. Well, not do another job yet to get started, but another task to get done, another project on the way. That'll be getting done over the coming months once I acquire all the bits and pieces, because I'm going to tidy it up and get it all sorted before I put it in, so I don't have to do it again. So if you want to do a job, do it properly. Don't need to do it twice. As of me for this week, that's me done. I'm back working 9 to 5 next week, so I'll be getting down on night times again to see if I can get sorted out next weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing how everything grows over the coming days. I'll be down on night time to water everything. Thankfully my granddad helps us out through the mornings and stuff as well. So I'm going to shoot off. I'm going to quickly water the stuff out here, and I'm going to go for my lunch. My dinner, sorry. So yeah, I've just hit 700 subscribers this week on YouTube. It's absolutely fantastic. I was never expecting to get anywhere near that. I wasn't expecting anything at all. I just started this as a diary. So thank you and welcome to all the new subscribers. Thanks to everybody that's messaging us. Like I say, I do enjoy speaking and meeting new people. So if you ever got any questions, don't hesitate to send a message. It's been a good week as well. Like I say, been out to see Geoff, been to see Dave as well, Blue Star Dave. There's lots and lots of things in the pipework coming up over the coming months. Flowers, croissants, dahlias. There's still loads and loads coming with the flowers, which I'm excited for, and also the onions and leeks as well. I'll be getting my leeks out into the trench. That's another thing as well. Polytunnel cover. I'll be getting a new polytunnel cover sorted out for that, for the polytunnel outside. So there'll be a video going up on that in the coming future as well. So lots of things to look forward to. But as of this week and today, I'm signing off. So I'll catch you next week. What you are doing.